Hello people and welcome aboard to follow yet another World Team Carcassonne Online Championships match. This time between Latvia and Czech Republic, whom I have abbreviated to just Czech, as it is well almost impossible to write the whole name down with big enough font. And this is week 5, so the final week of the group stage. And with that in mind, we can take a look at the classifications of the group C, where we can immediately notice that today's match will not really be important to Czech Republic, as they have already confirmed their, they have already secured their playoff spot. But for Latvia, there might be some things to look out for. I believe if I did some math yesterday, then I believe that if Latvia loses 0-5 and like Catalonia wins 5-0, then Latvia could be like third, but like still in the playoffs. I believe, because I believe that a tiebreaker of +3 will be sufficient enough to get to the playoffs. I don't think actually that Latvia can be eliminated. So, well, in a sense, this is just a show-off match, but it is going to be a very interesting one because they are both the number 1 and number 2 of the group, and we have a lot of more or less insane pairings with immense talent. And well, you can see the lineup on the screen, but for my own sake, I'm going to fetch it from here. So on table 1, we have Alexei Pegushevs, who is the runner-up of the World Championships 2023, Individual World Championships 2023, versus Seamaster 1991. We have Vika Leimane on table 2, and he's gonna go up against Martin Mosic. I'm pretty sure he's a world champion, but I can't unfortunately remember from which year. But I'm like 99% sure that Martin has achieved the world championship title. Then on table 3 we have Norberts versus Herzl CZ. On table 4 only Denver versus Marty Party Uye. And on table 5 we have Chris Kaukis, the 2024 MSO Carcassonne winner, and an additional representee of Latvia in this year's individual world championships. And he's gonna go up against Posich 118. Now, since I think at table 2 we will be having really long games, because Moya is known to perhaps be like the slowest player in the entirety of the player base of Online Carcassonne. We will not be starting with Moya. I think instead we will be finally getting a look at a full game. Well, at least almost a full game of Alexei's, which should be rather juicy things. And as per usual, if you want to see a specific match, then do let me know in the chat, and I will try to cover that said game. I mistakenly said match, but let's stick with like one game at a time. What's up, Napalm? Welcome aboard. I assume there's not really a point in asking who you are rooting for, given that you are a Latvian yourself. But there might be, I don't know, might be some surprises if you would be rooting for Czech just for some content. Maybe you're rooting for Catalonia to win 5-0 and therefore a total loss for Latvia, but I have my doubts on that. Okay, sweet. We are in. So, Seamaster starts by taking a city, of course, and Alexei does already a more advanced move, I'd say. Doesn't take just a 2-point road, but instead takes the road indirectly, starts a 1-point road, and also makes sure that there are going to be 2 attacking platforms to the city of Seamaster in case they draw a triangle on either side. Unfortunately, did not really pay off this time, but I still think this is profoundly a better move than taking a 2-point road. Of course, given that the first city tile that your opponent has is a triple city and they take the city exactly like this. Instead, we see a few quick points for Alexei, and Seamaster concludes his 8-point city. And I mean, this sort of kind of works, but it's getting rather uncomfortable really when you have 3 roads, which are all like very, very short roads. So, I mean, with cities, it's not that bad because you can add like 2 points at a time to a city. But with road tiles, it's like you always, or most often, you only add 1 point at a time, and it's not that sufficient, or it's not that efficient use for tiles often enough. Also, another interesting choice by Seamaster as doesn't actually cut off Alexei's 1-point road from the 3-point road and harass Alexei's 1-point city at the same time, but instead starts a new road yet again and finishes his 2-point road, which arguably is also a decent move because it's not like this road is like particularly lucrative. It doesn't really matter if Alexei connects to it, and this road was about to get or possibly blocked to a crossroad. Nibble the city. Alexei just taking quick points as he should, with the help of the city cap that he laid for himself. And he was able to do that because just on the previous move, Seamaster used the quad road tile, and so Alexei was able to take 2 points and leave the city cap empty. Seamaster will not be able to take the city cap because he would be risking his road to become completely blocked. Monasteries for both players. So far, the situation is looking rather even. Okay, Alexei decides to start stacking the monasteries. There's a slightly vulnerable square over here, but given that there are still, oh, no, 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 no. I mean, given that there are still 2 daggers and starting tiles, I was gonna say Seamaster should not be doing this, even though it does pay out, but he's using a valuable city cap to maybe get a block. Whereas, like, if Alexei had a road tile in hand, he would just be able to use he would just be able to find good use for it to save this square to the dagger and then eventually get 4 additional points. So I think this city cap definitely should have gone into a better use, I would say, to maybe here and maybe even drop a farmer, or maybe just go over here and just progress your cities. But that clearly is not the plan of Seamaster. Okay, I think Alexei will just end up going with 1 point to his monastery. It's not really beneficial for him to continue this road because he wants to ideally, I would say, like, connect to this road. But I mean, this has some merits. It messes with the second road that Seamaster has. It is now a bit more difficult to be completed, and well, yeah, I mean, there is an argument that even if Seamaster gets a crossroad here, then I mean, Alexei will have a 4-point road, which will really not be that difficult to be completed, although might be some might get uncomfortable like real fast if Seamaster goes crossroad over here, then just like pretty much anything over here, and then he'll be able to start blocking this square and at the same time start blocking this square slowly. But for now, it seems like the plan of the Latvian is to be just calmly avoiding all like worst scenarios. Wouldn't be actually surprised if Alexei goes over here and stacks a 3rd monastery. Also, I mean, maybe over here is alright, but it's very risky. Instead, he starts a 5-point monastery in like away from his other features, which not sure if I can agree with that, because there were still like a lot of tiles to go here, and I mean, in an ideal world, you always want to you always want to progress multiple features of your own with the same tile. And there was still like 1 dagger remaining, so it was not like this square could have been blocked immediately to a dagger. Plus, I mean, an extra point to his monastery. So I see this as like a very, very minor, not like a mistake, but as a well, a non-ideal move, I would say. Okay, will he finally take his meeple out of the city? Yes, he will. Took long enough for Alexei to actually find a city cap. I'm not sure if he actually got a single city cap after placing this. I mean, well, he did, but he actually always had some better use for them. So there's that. And notice that even with like 2 meeples, Alexei does not complete his 8-point city, but instead he starts a new one and starts to harass this square and is looking to eventually block this square and aiming to block both of these meeples, whereas now Seamaster just basically here says that he's gonna look for a divider here, and he's not gonna make a one big city, but he's gonna make two cities, and arguably it's gonna be like much more dangerous now, because there are still two dividers, and now the threat is really like complete. A 75% chance that Seamaster will find a divider here at some point if Alexei doesn't do anything to prevent that. And I mean, Seamaster could even go here to slightly restrict this square, which I don't think would not be which I think would not be bad move at all, because Alexei will not be placing anything over here. He's gonna be trying to find like a road tile or something to place over here so he can try and block. Well, I assume like this one will do. It's not like he has anything better really to do with this tile. I mean, 1 point could do, but it's like too passive, and this threat is far more valuable to try and block than adding 1 point, which you can do at any point of the game anyway. And we do see that move coming, and Seamaster is not gonna be able to. Ooh, he's not gonna be able to make a save to a divider, but also doesn't apparently want to unify the cities. Wants to keep the divider possibilities alive, and now Alexei has a bit of a dilemma. Is he gonna go over here and restrict this square to a triple city, just so that he can eliminate the possibility of Seamaster drawing a divider? Or will he just take 8 points over here, or even 4 points over here, and then maybe block this square to a starting tile later on? Which is what seems to be the case, and Seamaster still not getting a saving tile. Instead, oh, now this is quite risky actually, because he now denies himself the opportunity to grow a ruin any further. Like if Alexei gets a curve here, like any curve is fine, then these ruins will not be growing a single point. He finds the final remaining triple city with a field, but I don't think he's gonna go here. I think he's gonna, yeah, he will keep the divider chances alive. He will try to find a road tile here and limit this square to the divider. Like this one, this will do. This should do. Yep, there we go. And Alexei unfortunately gets well, it's a good tile, but it comes a bit too late, unfortunately, as he will not be able to limit this square to a triple city anymore. But is it important to actually go over here? I think there is still one dagger, right? There is one dagger to go here. So yeah, we gotta block at least the second city if we can't block the first one. Seamaster finally gets his road meeple back, and we have 2 and a 2 meeple situation. Alexei also looking to protect this square as soon as possible, but he's not getting the tiles to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is still actually there's also actually one filled triangle remaining, which would be splendid for Alexei, because then he would be able to unify these cities and block the possibility of the divider. Oh, but there is the divider. there is the divider as Seamaster pulls through with the plan, gets to finish a 14-point city, catches up on the scoreboard, and is also one meeple ahead on in meeples. Alexei does have 3 monasteries though, so this monastery is compensated by this one. Alexei is +1 on the scoreboard, +4, +10, +18, +21, 18, 10, 7. Alexei is +7, but he is down a meeple. But the situation is looking quite good because there are only 12 tiles remaining, and there are no like huge features. But actually, there is a 9-point field, which is really unfortunate for Alexei because I know he can take it. He can take it, and I think he should take it. Go here and take the field. I think that is exactly what Alexei has to do because he can't really allow Seamaster to use one of his meeples to take a 9-point feature. Yes, we do this exactly. And now Seamaster is -16 points with 2 extra meeples, but how is he gonna actually catch up in points? I'm not sure. Because now there really aren't that many opportunities to score big points. There's like a 6-point field, but that's really about it. Well, maybe we can find a few city caps. Like maybe we go a city cap over here. We lay down on the field. Then we get another city cap. Then that's going to be a combined 13 points, and we will still have a meeple more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's still 5 city caps, so I think what Seamaster could do is now go over here and drop a farmer. Oh, no, that is way too optimistic. He's trying to finish a 12-point city, but like using 3 city caps on this, it's not gonna be good enough, I think. Like even if he gets to complete it, which is actually, I would say, against all odds, I have my doubts that this is gonna be finished. But even if he does, then I think he's gonna be losing a lot of potential. Like I think this should have been almost a must-do. Now we take the field, but we don't have the potential now of the extra city, and I think the plan of the Czech player is sort of crumbling here. I don't think his priorities were straight with the city cap. Alexei will be taking the 4 points. And we might have to meeple a monastery somewhere. There's a 6-point spot. But like, I think we are quite significantly behind. Instead we... Huh? I mean, this is just an empty move, really. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. I don't believe that actually does anything. Just a wasted monastery for nothing. Like if the plan of Seamaster is to finish this city, I think he should be just taking a 6-point monastery and then try getting the remaining city caps to finish the city. Like just trust the process because you have started it. Yeah, true. There was a second 9-point field if it is taken like this with a road tile. So this one, and this one. That is true. Missed that. I mean, but now it's going to be a 12-point field. I mean, Alexei possibly could just go over here and drop a 6-point farmer. There might be still tiles to go over here. I believe there are, since he seems to be happily going for the idea. One, two, three. There is still one starting tile at least, so I don't see any other use for the monastery other than going on either side to take away at least one city cap from Seamaster that he would be able to use. I'm not sure if there are any other ones actually. Now, I think for Seamaster, I think we go like over here and we hope for the starting tile, and we just we try to get ourselves to the 9-point field, or maybe alternatively no. I think this is gonna be the move. Wait for the starting tile. I'm not sure about the second tile though, which messes up the ideas, because there might be a better move still. Okay, well, this was the final tile, so I mean, so this was like +3, but now we actually have the starting tile in our hand, and we are not going to be able to make the 9-point move over here. Instead, oh well, there's a 6-point move anyway, so didn't actually make any difference. That is a good point. This was an unnecessary risk that we did not actually have to take, given that there were no tiles to connect Alexei to the field anymore. So then just +3 and then 6 if we have trust on the starting tile anyway. This is much better option. And if we don't get the starting tile, then we can just go here for +3, and then I don't know, maybe here for another +3, which, yeah, actually the expected value or something like that will be better if we go here. So nice find by the Czech player, but it won't be enough as Alexei takes home the first win and gives the first point to Latvia. Okay. Multi-party has taken a lead versus only Denver. Then let's check on Krishna, who is still at 0-0 situation, and Silent Monk versus Moya, who I think are like, I don't know, maybe 10 tiles deep into the game at this point, knowing Moya's pace. Yeah, well, certainly not at the end of the game, that's for sure. And then the final is gonna be Hurtle. Who is still at the in the first game. And I realized that I did not update the scoreboard for the stream, so now that should be all right. Okay, so let's have a look at how Krishna does. So we have +3 on the scoreboard. Then we have a 7-point ruin, so+10, +18. Then we have 6, 10, 9, 7, 8. Wait, what? My math is terrible. Okay, plus 6, plus 10, 15, 18, 20, 22, 30. Then we have seemingly shared field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no, 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 no. Whoa, whoa. Oh, I think it surely. Wow. I think Posic might have made a major mistake because there's now only one regular straight road remaining, which he needs already over here to connect his second meeple. But instead he decides to just take out his meeple from the monastery, which I don't think was urgent. I mean, this must have been like more um, like more important. And like now he would have been able to take his monastery meeple back with another tile, but have two meeples on the field. Oh, I think this might become detrimental. 16, 15, 18, 20, 22, 30. And then 24, 16, 9. So positive is plus 9 if the field is equal, but it's not at all certain that it will be equal since he did not unify his second meeple to it. Plus 13, and we get a plus 2 move from Krishna starting a new city. Posic might be just calmly going over here, starting a field. Or maybe like if he feels like wild, then he goes over here and drops a farmer. Not necessarily a bad move at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 regular curves to go over here, which is plenty. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 1 field crossroad. I mean, just 9 tiles remaining, and 4 tiles that would fit here if Posic goes over here and drops a farmer. I think this has to be actually the move that we make, because it's gonna give us like so much value. Like half the deck will be suitable to our needs after this move. And because we are ahead on the scoreboard, we don't need to like get a majority onto the field, but we oh no 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 wait. I mean, this is actually also well sort of good because there are still the 3 curves that go here, but this is blockable because there is still one field crossroad that Krishna can find and block our access to the field, whereas this, like, we can't really be blocked like that much, like at least with one tile, which like although as much as I despise completing opponents' cities, I mean, I think in this particular instance it would have been a good move. And Krishna also gets the straight road, so now this meeple is dead. It will not be on any field, on any useful field, and which means that this monastery release that we did might be costing us dearly, which is why you have to be really aware of exactly how many remaining tiles there are when you get one of them in your hand and then you don't make the thing that you well likely should do. But Posic gets to the field via different route, And Krishna will be going over here, will be dropping a farmer, that's for sure, because he will need to win the field. And when he has at least 3 tiles, probably even more to here, there are splendid chances for him to get to the field. But what Bosic could do is Bosic can go over here and drop a farmer. I think that would be a phenomenal move. Because then that would leave Krishna with only 1 tile that he can use here to get to the field. And because, again, as Bosic, I don't think we have to win the field. We only have to tie the field. The odds would be decent enough for us to to go here and even just pray that we get the crossroad so that Krishna won't be able to go with a curve over here and then a crossroad over here. And in the worst case, I mean maybe we can make a 3-point a 3-point field of our own, maybe. But the bottom line is I don't think we can let this meeple connect for free. I think we have to go here, and I think we have to meeple the farm. But how much exactly are we ahead? That is a big question. So we have 4 points, 8, 10, 14, 15, 16, 20, 28, 20. Oh, what a move. I mean, it does sort of kind of work because we still have now 2 tiles to get to the field, and now Krishna might actually need to block this one first instead of connecting over here. And I mean, this might just do the same thing of denying the access of this meeple if Krishna doesn't get the remaining tiles that he needs, being the 2 regular curves essentially, or one of the 2 regular curves at least, if there are other tiles to go here. Interesting stuff. 10, 14, 16, 20, 28, 22, 20, and 13. So plus 13 without. Okay, well, there's the 1 curve. Now, the question is, Krishna needs the 1 remaining curve over here. That's like guaranteed that he needs it. But is there another tile to go over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No crossroads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think there are other curves here. And, well, it doesn't really matter because Krishna does not draw 2 curves, so he will not be able to get both meeples in. But now, what we should do is well, does it actually matter? If you go here for 6 points, but if Krishna connects here, he basically loses the 3 points, so this will also be a 6-point move, as will this for Krishna. So it doesn't actually matter if we take a 6-point field over here or a 6-point road over here. Yeah, Krishna is gonna go over here, and then we can just do this or this. And I think we win. I don't think this completion. What the? Oh, no, 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 no. Don't say we lost because of this. Do not say we lost because of this. Bosic did not use his final meeple. Surely this will not cost us the game. There's no way. 18. Krishna has 3 over here. For 86. Woof. I mean, I mean, Posic must have been aware of the situation. I mean, there's no way that he just throws the game like this. Holy. I was just. I mean, it was almost about to happen. I think Posic hallucinated that Krishna had another tile still, or this is just like disrespect stuff that I don't need to take the 6 points on my final move or something. I hope not. But whatever it is, it is a point for Posic. So okay, has Moya finished his game? What a surprise! He has not. And has Norberts finished his game? Yes, he has, and it is 0-1 in favor of the Czech player Hurtle. Let me double check this is not lost on time. It is not. Oh, did he not have a meeple? I'm like 99% sure that Posic still had a meeple, but apparently not. Okay, before we dive into, I want to actually see another game of these players. Uh, well, we can start it, but we will take a very quick look because I might have just made a clown of myself. So we're gonna do that, and we are gonna do this, and then this, and we are gonna check the replay and go to this, and like 130. If he didn't have a meeple, then yeah, that's gonna be my mistake. Oh, okay, well, never mind then. I was just being retarded. Okay, that's why we have the chat to back all that bullshit, so that we don't get carried away with this nonsense that I'm talking. Okay, Moya has unsurprisingly finished his game last, and it is 0-1 in favor of the Czech player on table 2 as well. So I guess the time investment pays again, pays off again. Okay, so plus 12, an early lead for the Czech player, and we have a 5-point road for plus 13, 80, 14, 15, plus 9, 7, 6, 5, and then Krishna has taken an early field, which seems that this quad road has been a forced tile as it has been added to the road of his opponent. And to get like some use out of it, he decided to farm, and so far it actually looks quite decent move. Looks to be a large farm in the end, Now already 6, but there's a lot of growth potential to a 9, 12, 15, maybe even 18 points, who knows. So this field will almost certainly be contested later on by the Czech player. Luckily, Moya is playing a silent monk who cannot complain about the pace of the game. Right about that one. Okay, Krishna finishes an 8-point city, increases the size of the field, and drops another farmer. Understandably, given that it's gonna be expanded a lot very soon. And I would not be surprised to see an attack to the field by Posic. Maybe even go here. No, that's not really a good idea because he would be placing both of his cities at risk. I mean, maybe take a road, but it's rather easily blockable. Maybe go over here and drop a farmer, and then on your next turn go over here and drop a farmer. I'm having difficult time not seeing Posic attacking the field quite soon, actually. But he is taking a long time. Farm and farm. Like I don't think he has much opportunity other than attacking the field because he is +2 in meeples. Wow. Uh, I think that's quite an underwhelming move. Does not achieve like that big of a threat because I mean this monastery might already get blocked from here. And like we have another monastery spot over here, so I mean even that is not like a huge threat to take out. Hmm. Uh, I'm gonna have to say that this is a an imprecision, at least. I think it's a bit of a weak move. Krishna doesn't even bother to defend, and well, I guess kind of rightfully so. Like he could go here, but then what if a city tile is placed over here? Then he would need a dagger, and then he can't use a. Well, actually, no, I think it would have been completely fine to defend here because like this can't really be blocked, this square, and there are still 2 road monasteries remaining. Okay, like now we decide to attack the field, but like why not on the previous move? Like we now have the exact same tile in hand, and now we decide to attack it. Which I think is a bit weird. Krishna might even be dropping a third meeple to the field. But given that his meeples are kind of tangled up except for this one, it might be a really uncomfortable situation for him to invest on the field too much. Does try to finish the 8-point city though, and also gets the point on the monastery, an inch closer to completion. In the meanwhile, Posic gets the monastery and gets a beautiful spot for it, now also waiting for another monastery to be placed on top of it. And like since we have now started the field invasion, I mean, I guess we could like continue it, but instead he just is gonna try to keep the field relatively small, maybe at 15 points, and then not bother with the field invasions any longer. Okay, Krishna makes the save for the monastery, which is interesting because he does have a city in a vulnerable spot, and he does need meeples out quite fast, I would reckon. Or does he? I mean, he can't really start anything, but he also doesn't actually have to start anything because he can just wait for city caps and either dump them on his field or maybe use triangles to progress this city. Now I imagine Posic is fighting his inner demons, trying to decide whether to go here or to go over here. And rightfully so, I think he takes the shielded tile for himself instead of blocking the city, as it might be so that had he placed the extender over here, then his 1-point city could be like sucked into this same disaster, and he would then be having very quickly 2 meeples trapped versus 1. Now we don't really have anything much to do. I think we are just gonna go here and continue the harassment of this city. Yep. And Krishna will be going over here to save the city. I would be astonished if he doesn't. Here. Wow. I mean, like sure, it's only a 5-3 um, a 5-3 mini battle that Krishna is losing at the moment. But I mean, just having your meeple back for from an 8-point city and just giving like 2 points to your opponent seems like quite decent. But he seemingly decides otherwise. I guess his plan is to just simply find the starting tile and let Posic find his straight roads himself, which is ambitious and could backfire. But as it was said, it's only a 5-3 mini battle if this square gets blocked, so it's not that bad. And he's leading 19 points ahead on. He's leading by 19 points on the scoreboard. So there's also that playing out for him. Okay, I mean, guess we just take points, I think. because our meeples are like all in vulnerable spots. They need city plus road tiles everywhere. I don't think we attack this city. I think we have to keep our meeple in hand in case we get like crossroads or maybe a monastery. I don't think we can afford to attack this city, as unfortunate as it is. But given the fact that we need the same types of tiles basically everywhere, what? Wow! That is unexpected. Not taking points. Well, I guess I mean, maybe what Krishna was afraid of, that maybe this creates a counter field because it will have like 1, 2, and maybe 3 cities on it. But like going over here, like preparing a monastery spot where you yet again need a city plus road tile to complete it, it doesn't seem too great. And we have update that Alexei has taken a 2-0 win against Seamaster. So there's the first match point for Latvia. Alexei keeps his great run going. Not sure if he has lost a single match or a single duel this season. Might be having a perfect score. Also, only Denver has finished his match, and this time it'll be the Czech player who will be taking the match point. So we keep the situation equal and we keep the tension high. That's good. Congrats to Marty Party. Could create an evil hamster plus meeple the field near his second farmer. Not sure where exactly, but let's get back to this. So Bosic gets seemingly 2 nice triangles in a row and gets to complete his dangerously looking 18-point city. Gets nicely almost even on the scoreboard. And now the situation is looking not so bad for Bosic. Assumably gonna take 4 points. And like the situation is that Bosic has meeples to score for monasteries, whereas Krishna can't really score monasteries. Or maybe Bosic is thinking like maybe block this, which is also not a bad idea. Would be denying a meeple from Krishna and would also be securing this 5-3 mini battle win. Decides to take the 4 points though, which which I think is a good enough use. Maybe 2 points here now, and limit this city cap to a dagger. So another city plus road tile. Yes, we do. Fantastic stuff. And like the situation of Krishna is like really difficult now. Because again, he needs a city plus road city cap here, a city plus road city cap here, and a city plus road city cap here. Also over here, and also over here. Like all he can ever need is like city plus road tiles. So it's like a horrible situation for Krishna. But now it might not be too bad of an idea to save your city. But he still says no. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I mean, yeah, he does have like great uses for starting tiles elsewhere already. So maybe this isn't like the much of a priority in his head. Instead, focuses on just limiting the counter field to not more than 6 points. Whereas Posic just keeps getting the quick point tiles. And this is really, really bad for Krishna. Let's take a look at the point situation. So we have +5 for Posic, then we have +13, +18, +22, 21, 2017, and then, well, I'd say basically a 15-point field, which is 2 to 1. So +2 for Posic, and he has 2 meeples more. Looking quite horrible for Krishna, but he does have a lot of stuff that he can still achieve, because there are still, let's see, 2 city crossroads, 2 starting tiles, and a dagger, which all go here for 7 points for the field, and then maybe he can get a 9-point monastery. And Posic does not take 2 points, but instead limits the city of Krishna to a starting tile, which I gotta disagree with, because it's not like Krishna has to necessarily use a city cap over here, and there is only, I think, 1 road triangle remaining, and like a city, and like a triple city with a road, like sure it would go here, but it would not be much of a benefit for Krishna, because he could take like 2 points with it elsewhere, and it would only further enlarge his city, making it even more difficult to be completed. So I think a mistake here on the Czech player's part. I think 2 points would have been just far superior. Yeah, it was ages ago with the straight road at the place. Red played his mistake with the splitter city. Yeah, that's understandable, isn't it? Posic can play to win without the field. Absolutely, he can. And I think that is exactly his plan. Now start a ring road on the future counter field, so when Posic finishes it, he can farm. Wouldn't be bad. Okay. Wait, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But there is still a divider. So why would you give a free city cap to your opponent's field? I'm not quite following the plan of Posic. Plus he had a great monastery spot. Like, why would you do that? Also, this vanilla like unnecessarily gives this city to the field of Krishna. So just basically 3 extra points for Krishna if this city gets completed. So I don't see how this move is really good. Also, it's not like it's not like the Czech player needed meeples. He had 3 already. Certainly has to be a mistake in my books. Maybe someone disagrees. And like now it's basically just a waiting game for the starting tiles, well, basically for any city caps with a road especially. And for the monasteries. Posage needs, well, might be inclined to go actually here to prevent Krishna from getting like a triangle or a triple city or something, and limiting this city to a triple city. Krishna gets his 9-point monastery completed, and there is, I think, a fantastic spot for Posage now to take this road. There is still the road triangle. There is no dagger, but there are 2 city crossroads. So it would be a 5 plus 5 plus 3. Yes, we go for it. Fantastic. And okay, Krishna finally gets actually a city cap. I mean, he might even do this. He might not even take this meeple back. He honestly might not even do that. Like, given his situation, given his meeple disadvantage, he might go here and create a 9-point monastery spot again, because he only has 1 meeple. And I mean, this is 7 points. So why not? Why deny yourself 7 points? Okay, he does value the meeple more and also places the farmer on a 6-point field. Okay. Possibly has some ideas to eventually like go all the way from here and connect to this field, although that's not really anything that should be banked for because both fields are only 6 points. Posage still waiting for a city plus road city cap to finish the 10-point city. Krishna gets the road Dorito, so now only 1 tile to go here. Great move. Great move by Krishna. Now only the triple cities are good here, and it's gonna almost certainly make sure that this city will not be finished at any point, as Posage would now need to place the divider over here, and then he would have one dagger to go over here, and he deems correctly so, in my opinion, that it is not worth it. Decides to go for the field instead. But I am intrigued to know where he will drop his 3rd farmer from. Krishna is +2, +3, +9, 12, and he now gets the city back, which has been there for ages. Surely he will do that. Yes. And maybe even drop a farmer, anticipating a road monastery, but he doesn't. Okay. And suddenly, the situation has changed like upside down, really, from being quite horrible for Krishna to being actually a winning position, it looks like. So +7, 8, 14, and then the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 26, 23, 20, 23, 13, 4. Ah, wait. Is Krishna still losing? Well, this is interesting. I thought he was better off, but he is apparently still losing in points. And probably will have to get this meeple to the field. But are there tiles actually to do that? There are no daggers. There, I think it's like maybe one straight road, if even that. 5, 6, 7. No straight roads. No starting tiles. Wait, is there one starting tile? 1, 2, 3. One starting tile. No field crossroads. What about regular curves? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. There are very few tiles that can actually get Krishna to the field. It's like maybe like the combo of the final remaining curve and the final remaining road monastery might actually be his only choices or his only option to get this farmer to the field. But Bosic also has only the road monastery to bring this 3-point farmer in, but he might not need to do that. If Krishna gets the road monastery and then gets the field monastery here, then Krishna, I think, will be in a very, very good position because he will be able to eat up this meeple, get 9 points plus 8, so 17 points, and then the road monastery, I don't know, like just score 2 points somewhere or just depending on when he gets it. But I think it might be key to win for Krishna that he might need the road monastery and the field monastery. Can he complete this? If he goes over here, then there is still the starting tile, right? There is still the starting tile. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's a field Dorito. So it is actually possible for Krishna to finish this city. It's only a 25% chance, but there is a possibility. Doesn't do that. Just takes 3 points instead. Apparently future vision for Krishna as Bosic immediately gets the field Dorito. What's he gonna do with it though? This doesn't help because all triple cities with the road are now gone. Hmm. Can Bosic go over here and drop a farmer? Does he need to get to this field? I don't think he does. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. This is the final city cap that Krishna has in hand, so assumably he's going to go over here and just take 1 point. It's actually going to be really key, like in what order do the monasteries present themselves, because it's going to be really awkward for Bosic to go here with a field monastery before the road monastery has emerged. Ah, and there's the field monastery. Okay, now is the time of a decision. Do we go over here and do we drop a farmer? +7, +13, 16, 19, 31 versus 22, 18, 12, 6, 3. Well, we are +3, but we would have to dodge the field monastery. So it's really not pleasant situation for Bosic. I mean, if we go here, we have a 50-50 shot at winning this game with the field monastery, with the road monastery. Sorry. If we don't go here, then what if Krishna gets the road monastery? Just does something like this. Yeah, we go for it. We go for it. And now Krishna. I mean, he can actually still go for this because if Bosic gets the. Oh, but he's out of time. Bosic is out of time. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was about to say that if Krishna could still go for here because it doesn't matter if Bosic wins the field outright or if he just ties it. I think Bosic will still win the game because he would be then like 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it's actually only 6 points +9. Yeah, not sure. But unfortunately, we don't get to see the ending because Bosic loses on time. Ah. Well, we do get to see a decider, so that's something. But really unfortunate stuff for Bosic, as losing by time is not what you want to see, especially after an intense game like that. Yeah, it might be so that Bosic dropped his second farmer without knowing that there were no straight roads remaining. Herzl has won his duel and puts another match point for Czech Republic. So they are now leading 2-1. And now we have Moya and still the decider between Krishna and Bosic to watch. Yeah, sounds about right that Bosic would need the road monastery and the regular monastery. Well, since we are invested and since Moya probably will still be playing after this game, then let's take a look at the decider and see where we stand. A quick head start for Bosic as he gets to complete a 12-point city. Doesn't enable the road though, which it's understandable because two triple cities with a road are gone, and it is quite an easily blockable road. A 12-point lead, an early 12-point lead for the Czech player. Some cities in progress for Krishna, and the Bosic keeps tracking points. Another 3 points about to be appearing on the scoreboard of green. I'll be astonished if it doesn't. Because who doesn't love quick points? Moya has finished with an 0-2 score. So, well, that said, Czech Republic will win this match. And now we are just about to see which type of tiebreakers will the Latvia, well, and for Czech for that matter, be able to gather. Okay, a possibility of a field emerging in the south. Could go for here and drop a farmer. Yes, he does. Gonna be easily countered by Krishna with his own farmer from here. But I don't think he's gonna be keeping a rush, as Bosic will not be dropping anything here or here or here. So Krishna might as well just wait until he gets this city meeple back and only then drop a farmer later. I mean, could have even dropped a farmer here. But there is still no rush to... Still no rush to rush. A major threat, the biggest threat that Bosic can make, undoubtedly is gonna be here, trying to block 2 meeples at once. Yep, it's exactly what we do. Krishna does get the defense, although it's uncomfortable to do that with this tile, because he needs it here as well. And he doesn't do the defense, and he pays the price for it. But yeah, I mean, he did have valid reasons though, because it could have been so that Bosic had a triple city with a field in hand, could have gone over here and block this meeple anyways, and then maybe even draw this guy to the same mess as well. So yeah, it's a decent move actually, although it seemed like adventurous and very optimistic. But it was a good move, in my opinion, even though he gets now 2 meeples trapped, but so is life. At least he will have a 7-point monastery. Well, probably even 8. There might be a road monastery incoming here at some point, and then maybe he can increase the size of the ruin. I take that back. No, he can't really, because there are no triple cities with a road, and nothing will be able to enlarge the ruin to the left. Only like triangles can go here. And so far it's looking a super wonderful time for the Czech player. Up by 19 points, by 24, 27, 28, 34, 43, 42, 40, 36, 28, up by 24 points. Equal on meeples, and he will be able to expand this field even further with this one green square. What are you doing here? Like, I really don't think that Positive is gonna go here. I don't think. Oh, but actually, well, I mean, it is about to be a shared feature, though. So maybe you do actually go here, because it will somewhat guarantee the meeple back from this monastery, as long as this city gets the tiles on it as well. And it's not like you really have that much of a better use for the tile. Like, I mean, you could go here, I guess, but it's not really restricting the city all too much. There is still gonna be one tube divider and a bunch of vanillas. There might be another, or the red might be getting another triple city with a field, so might be going here, might even overrun this whole ruin. All kinds of bad stuff could happen if we direct the city downwards, which is why we don't, and which is why Krishna, I don't think he will be going here. I think he'll be like waiting for the vanillas, which there are actually 2 remaining, not 3 like I mentioned earlier. And Posic, I mean, just try block this, I guess. Not too much that you can do. Or maybe go over here and get a harassing platform on this 2 tile city. Just a blocking move about to become reality, I guess. I would rather have the small city and monastery blocked instead, would weaken the green field. That might be true, so yeah. But the thing is that green only had 1 meeple on the field at the time of Krishna's city being completed, and would be able to expand to 6 points, which would then more than compensate for these points coming from the 1-point city and the monastery. So it would be a winning mini battle, even though it would be netting less points, because 1 meeple is gonna be like almost for sure more than 3 points, which would be the max that Posic would be losing in this mini battle. Okay, Krishna gets to complete his city with a wonderful tile, as he is at the same time able to block completely the 1-point city of Posic. So there is at least some compensation. And now I imagine Krishna might be going over here, trying to limit the amount of tiles going over here that could block this square, and that could end up with Krishna's 2-point city being in a losing mini battle of 2 versus 7. Yep, But Bosic gets the only tile that still gets the job done. I think he will be going here, but I still don't see him meepling this. Although actually, no. Let's check. Because there might be actually quite a low number of City Plus road tiles that could block this connection. So, one city crossroad, one dagger, no starting tiles, no triple cities with a road, and only 2 road triangles. So actually only 4 tiles that would be good for Krishna to block this connection, and he doesn't get those. Instead, he has to use another meeple to attack the building, the city. And as a result, we are likely about to see a shared ruin, but as an added benefit for Bosic, we will be seeing a winning mini battle of 7 points to 2. Krishna could do, yeah, something like this. So he unifies the cities, but because he has 2 meeples and Bosic only has 1, then it is in Krishna's interest, especially when he is behind, to create an additional attacking platform to this ruin and then try to unify it to this and then get a third meeple in and win everything outright. Which seems like a wonderful plan. And furthermore, this city can actually be completed, which is like even worse for Bosic. There are still, I think, 2 tiles. No, 1 triple city with here. Krishna gets the final remaining road Dorito. He's not going to be able to attack the city like from a good spot. I think he will be just waiting for a city cap with a field. But actually, when all road Doritos are gone, how many field Doritos are there? 2. Well, there are still 3. So it's going to be a sufficient enough number for Krishna to still wait and try and get a field plus city tile, like any field plus city tile, and go here and attack the city. Then get the triple city, if not a triangle, and then connect this 5-point part of Bosic to the city and achieve some wonderful stuff, perhaps. Okay, plus 15 for Bosic. Then we have plus 30, 31, 38. Basically shared at this point. 36, 28, 24. So Krishna is still 24 points behind. So he will surely need that. Oh, no. I think this is from the wrong spot that Bosic is trying to block the connections. I think he has to go here because there is no way Krishna is attacking from here because there's only 1 triple city remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, only 1 triple city remaining, so like it's far better for Krishna to attack from here than it is to attack from here, which is why Bosic needed to go over here instead to block a better connection platform. And to his great fortune, Krishna still doesn't get a city tile that he could attack the massive ruin to. Bosic, unbothered, takes 4 points. Finally, Krishna gets the tile and he will surely attack here. Like there is no other way that Krishna will be able to get an excessive amount of points. And this is what he has been like building for. This is why he turned the tile like he did. For this exact reason. To create an alternative, to create an additional attacking platform. And now I imagine Krishna is just gonna be like double and triple checking the amount of connection tiles that he has, and I believe that number is 3, with 2 more field Doritos and then a triple city with a field. So he would be having 3 tiles that would allow him to connect. And like theoretically, this city would like still be able to be completed if Krishna gets them all and then a couple of city caps, but it's super unlikely. But what he does need to do is to go here, connect to this city, and then get either one of the what? Oh, come on! What? I don't know what his plan is. If this is not the plan, then what is the plan? Huh? I plus 19, 20, 26, 35, 42, 47, 41, 33, 31, 30, 24, 20. He's minus 17. Where are you going to get the points? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, there is indeed a road monastery spot to go here, which would be worth 10 points for, or well, actually 5 points for Posich, because he would be taking the road and not the not the monastery itself. For Posich, I think it might be just time to maybe like do this without a meeple, but like this is such a waste. It's not on your field. It's not like blocking the major threats, and it's because there is still 1 dagger remaining. It's like kind of offering 4 points to your opponent. Why? What kind of slippery slope slide is like going on in this game? When I don't see either player having the priorities straight. Like if I could dive into Krishna's head and see what's going on there, I would be intrigued to see what his plan is when he's not attacking this ruin. 4 points now, I guess, from here. I mean, maybe Krishna is gonna go for like the third meeple like only later on, like only maybe like on the final tiles. He finds like a city cap here, then the triple city here, and then the road Dorito here. But like, I just don't get it. Like, why not go for it sooner? When you still know when you still know the tiles that are remaining, and when you still have like better odds to actually get your third meeple in. Okay. Well, now, Krishna, surely we must take the odds. Like, surely we must take the opportunity now and have faith on the final triangle, because our opponent basically said that you are free to do whatever you want. I think this was actually a mistake. Like, even though it gets us points, I think it's a losing move. I think this triangle is a losing move because this allows for Krishna to do exactly this, to get the final like leap of faith for himself, to get the final possibility to get your hands into like massive points. And we were so far ahead that we did not need to connect to this ruin. Now Krishna racks up points, and there is still one single triangle. And if Krishna gets it, he might actually still win this. As a result of this triangle that Posic placed here. Ay, 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 ay. He was so far ahead, and he just unnecessarily provided an additional spot, or an additional possibility for Krishna to still perhaps win this. Oh, this is terrible stuff. Plus 15, 21, 22, 31, 38, 30, 26, 17, 15, 11, 5, 4. Does it come with a shield or not? It is not with a shield, so if Krishna connects, he'll be like -3, I think. But he does have a meeple, and he can score points now. And Posic is counting on getting a road monastery, or the Posic is counting on getting the road monastery soon, or he's counting on getting the triangle. Which he would not have to do had he not connected himself to the ruin. Just saying. -1. Krishna, I mean, honestly, could do this. Could do this and could prevent Posic from getting any actual good use out of a road monastery. Could also just maybe lay down over here for 6 points, and then hope to get a road monastery himself, and then the triangle. And I think that would be enough for him to win. Posic now not gonna be able to use anything anywhere. And the road monastery is still there. The triangle is still there. Krishna has 2 tiles. Basically needs to get the two correct tiles on his next turn, or he needs Posic to get the road monastery as like his final tile. That's the way Krishna wins this. I mean, what can we even do as postage? We don't really have anything we can do. We can we go here and can we try to set up a block? Maybe. That actually does have some merits because we still. No, but why would you go on that side when you? Why would you add the points directly? Like, although like given that it doesn't actually matter if it is given 1 point here or just added here, because all that matters is that if posits gets the triangle or not. But I think with Krishna not being able to take 4 points here, because I think he needs to defend, right? Then even if Krishna gets the triangle on his final turn, it might not be enough because posits is. You know what? Uh, I think if Krishna defends, it's not going to be enough no matter what. If Krishna goes over here, takes 6 point field, and then hopes that this square does not get blocked, then it might be enough. But Bosic will get the Road Monastery or the triangle. There it is. I think that seals the deal. Even if Krishna gets the triangle, I think Bosic will still win. He doesn't get the triangle. Doesn't get the triangle. And Bosic gets a 6 point field. But yeah, this certainly was actually the move because with any tile, Bosic was gonna be able to block this connection otherwise. So there really actually wasn't a winning sequence anymore for Krishna when he got this curve. He needed to get the triangle on this move to have chances for winning, I think. "29 points is the score difference, and Czech takes the win, putting themselves at 1 and 4, and woo-wee. An amazing job by Czech Republic in this group. I think they are now at 5 wins out of 5 matches. So splendid stuff. Let's see the classifications like real quick. Yeah, full streak, 5 matches, 5 wins. Latvia will be going to 5 and 3 and 15-10, which means that they'll be at +5, and they will be absolutely in the playoffs because there's no way that they can be fourth in their group, and +5 is like it just has to be enough to get to the playoffs. There's like no way. There's like absolutely no way. So I'm gonna say congrats to both teams for getting to the playoffs. Well done on the group stage. Okay, now we will be moving forward with. Are we actually? I think we are super late into Germany. Sorry, not Germany. Oh no, wait. No, because this is not the day that. Never mind. I thought there was gonna be more matches today, but then I realized that this It is Saturday, not Sunday, so this was the only match that I was going to be streaming today. Well, that changes everything. Then I will be able to actually make some food today. I will be able to actually have time to eat. Yes. Then check with 17-8. That's a nice record. Okay, tomorrow we have a lot of games. We will be having 6 matches tomorrow, and I will be streaming almost the entirety of the day. We're going to be starting with Brazil, Malaysia at 12:55 UTC. Yeah, 12:55 UTC. Then at 14:55 UTC, Taiwan, United States. We will be seeing the how Group E is gonna be formed at the very well, almost at the very end, because there's gonna be another match incoming as well. Then Catalonia, Colombia. We'll be seeing if actually I think Catalonia needs a 5-0 win to beat Colombia, but we'll see. So say 13-12, 14-11. So 4-1 for Catalonia will not be enough, whereas 14. Yeah, so Catalonia needs to have a full 5-0 win versus Colombia tomorrow in order to have some sort of a shot at the playoffs. And even that might be enough. I'm not entirely sure if +3 in tiebreakers is enough, but what is for sure is that Catalonia will be having very, very difficult time tomorrow, as not only are they playing against Colombia, but they have to basically get a flawless win. So there's that. Then after Catalonia Colombia, we will be having the final match of the Group E with Portugal and Tunisia, where Tunisia will be fighting for the playoff spot. If they win, then there might be actually all kinds of things happening. Let's have a look. So at the moment, Tunisia is 4th, and Hong Kong, with their 4-1 win from Finland today, are holding the 3rd place. So the tiebreaker for Hong Kong is actually only +1, which is quite bad actually. So if Tunisia wins 3-2, they'll be a same 13-12, and they'll need to have like ±0 in games. So well, if they win, they will have better tiebreakers in games than Hong Kong. So a 3-2 win will be enough for Tunisia to place them at 3rd, but I wouldn't be so sure actually if a 3-2 win is enough to put them to the playoffs, because it's only a +1 tiebreaker, like I said, and that might not be enough. If they win 4-1, it'll be putting them at +3 tiebreakers, and would be going past Hong Kong, but is Portugal gonna be worse off? 13-12. But if Portugal loses 13-12, then the max game losses will be 29. which means that they would still be ahead of Hong Kong. So um, so as it stands, Portugal can afford a 4-1 loss to retain at least the number, yeah, to actually, yeah, to keep number 3 spot, where then Tunisia would be going to number 2. And with a 4-1 win tomorrow for Tunisia, they would be sprinting to the playoffs for sure. Also, of course, with a 5-0 win, the same thing. Then, but yeah, if Portugal loses 4-1, they'll be dropping to third, and it might be so that Portugal and Hong Kong will be eliminated. As well, Hong Kong will surely be eliminated if Tunisia wins 4-1 or 5-0, because they will be like fourth. But then Portugal with only +1 tiebreaker, I wouldn't be actually saying that they have that good of a chance to get to the playoffs. So there is definitely big incentive for Portugal to do well tomorrow. Hi Chris, nice to see you here. Welcome to the final assessment of the qualifications. Okay, then we have, after Portugal to Tunisia, we have will not be streaming this one. We have Belgium, Germany, which is going to be really interesting, as both teams are at the moment with 2 wins and -2 in tiebreakers. So, which actually means that, well, actually no, this is, I think a lot of stuff can happen still in Group D, because all of them have 1 match still to play. So if France takes a big L, then it's gonna be playing in favor of the winning end of in the match of Belgium Germany. But with +4 tiebreakers, and I think they were playing against Peru, who hasn't done that well. It's gonna be difficult to see France losing, but surprises can happen. But if, let's say that France doesn't lose, then Belgium or Germany, because they are at -2, then a 3-2 win from their from for either one is probably not going to be enough to get to the playoffs. Maybe even a 4-1 is not enough, because they will be with a 4-1, they would be at +1 tiebreaker in duels, and that's gonna be tough to get to the playoffs. So with a 5-0, uh, with a 5-0, it would be +3, which would be tremendously better. But we haven't seen all that many 5-0s in this tournament, so it's somewhat unlikely. Um, but what is for certain is that one or the other, Belgium or Germany, will be eliminated after Sunday, if not both. And then we have, let's do the order. then we will be, as our final group stage match of the season, we will be streaming Argentina, Mexico. And that could have some fireworks built in it, if I remember correctly. So, yeah. Argentina plus -0 and Mexico with 3 wins at +2. And then, so Japan will be heading to the playoffs. Or is it? Oh no, it will be because there's no way they'll be below they'll be below third place, and they'll have plus, and they are having now +7 tiebreakers. So Japan will be in the playoffs, but then between all these, well, of course, Spain is out, Lithuania is out, but if Argentina does well tomorrow versus Mexico, they could jump, let's say, with a 4-1 win to 11, then 12 and 13. They would be jumping ahead of Mexico to third place, actually, with a +3 tiebreaker. Assuming that like Poland wins against Lithuania, then of course with a 5-0, I would dare to say that Argentina will be 100% in the playoffs with a +5 tiebreaker. With +3, probably will be still enough, but a 3-2 though, I don't think will be enough for 13 to 12 and a 13 to 12 with -4 in games and +3 in games. So like 8 and 4 is the best. So the +0 to -1. Well, it is maybe still possible for Argentina to win 3-2 if they win 8-4 in games. But a 3-2 will only place them at a +1 tiebreaker on the third spot, and it's not at all guaranteed that with a +1 they'll be able to make it to the playoffs. Okay, let's see the chat. There's a chance Latvia meets Czech Republic again in the first round of playoffs. Yeah, I have heard stuff such as that there's a possibility for even multiple teams to face the same opponents that they have already played in the group stage, which is not ideal, but perhaps we'll be able to like someday come up with a system that completely makes it impossible to get the same matches, or matchups, should I say rather. Peru forfeit versus France. Huh? Peru brings no team to play. That is interesting. Okay, Chris saying, my brother tells me you didn't understand why I didn't join the big city earlier, because only 3 tiles to connect, yeah, were left, and I needed to get 2 of them to connect myself and my opponent. You did. But seeing that you were so far behind, uh, I didn't really see all that much like other chances that you had. Like that ruin, I think, was the best chance that you had to uh, to go for like huge points. Belgium or Germany must really win a big time to advance. True. Otherwise, there is a small chance Group E third place will have a weaker duels balance. I assume actually, Chengdu, that you mean there's a small chance that Group D will have a weaker duels balance because Group D is where Belgium and Germany are. Belgium Germany needs a 4-1 with a good game difference or 5-0. Yeah, agree. Maybe if you placed your row triangle to limit his right connection to the same final triple city tile, you would not have attacked the ruins. Yeah, I mean, I know what this means, but I think it would have not really worked out because if Chris attacks the large ruin, I think the end goal should be to get that to get that 5 point part of the ruin that Green had like in to the bigger ruin, so that you will be able to like basically get 10 additional points because it's -5 from your opponent and +5 for yourself. Like I think Chris needed that 5 point part of posage to to get connected to the larger part of the ruin. I don't think limiting the connection to the triple city would have been good, really. Like well, it could have been good uh, if Chris goes with a meeple and then waits for the triple city to come and then connect everything. But then he only has 1 tile for that to happen, and there were still like what 20 tiles remaining. So yeah, for now it seems Romania is out of already a sixth first place, but both Belgium and Germany are looking bad too after a close match. Even a winner of the two will not qualify to the playoffs, I believe. I think, yeah, I think you're right. But I think, like, whatever happens, I don't think there will be any other group, and there won't be any other group that has three, that has the third team at 2 match wins other than in Group B, which means that Romania will unfortunately be eliminated from the competition at the end of this week. Top 16 without Romania and Germany was not expected. Well, you could say that from a lot of teams, I guess. Like there's still like um, like either Catalonia or Colombia will be eliminated, then either Belgium or Germany or both. Then we have, I mean, I guess like Spain could be one of the ones that could be that could have been anticipated to be in the playoffs, but it's not. There are a lot of great teams that unfortunately were not able to make it, but such is the way of competition. And well, I am sort of kind of happy that some of the um, well, that some of the larger uh, yeah, I'm kind of happy that some of the well, like the quote unquote biggest teams didn't make it because it always provides some extra havoc and like amazement for the whole uh, Carcassonne community that they are able to see that it doesn't matter uh, how good your team is, it might still not be enough always, even though you would have a full roster of stacked players. Really, someone always gets left out, and nothing can be really done for it. Okay, now that we have that established, once again a reminder that the first stream of tomorrow will be starting at 12:55 UTC, and it'll be Brazil versus Malaysia. It is possible, I guess, that I'll be just doing like one like super long stream, depending on how long these matches take, or we might be having like several streams, like not far from each other, so that I'll be able to have like some breaks. But 12:55 UTC is the magical number if you want to follow the streams tomorrow. For now, I thank you all for watching, for sticking all the way until the end. I'll be seeing with